Why do you like wrestling?
I can't say why I just like it. It's the atmosphere, it's the theatre, and the wrestling. I can't say why. Just like it. I can't put a thing where I've liked it for 44 years. Anyone want to back me up?
What's this about wrestling? I'll tell you about wrestling, boy. Let me just tell you, mate. Right, my name is Manny Marks. I come from Brighton, and I'll tell you about wrestling. Years ago, I used to go to the Brighton Sports Stadium in West Street, right? A geezer called Johnny Peters and Joe Cornelius, right, took on Big Bruno Harrington and Dangerous Danny Lynch. I'll tell you something about wrestling. There's no wrestling in boxing. They all say it's fixed. Well, I don't think so. When you see wrestlers like this American wrestling, it's a load of rubbish. All this this is what they call proper wrestling. That's what I'm going to tell you.
Above there are no stars tonight, just northern sky, reflected light upon your face. People think stars rule our lives.
Adam Pacitti is returning to his hometown of Ryde on the Isle of Wight with some news for his family.
Hiya. Hello.
Hi mate, alright?
How you doing?
Okay, yeah, not too bad. Good to see you again. Alright?
You alright?
Yeah, okay, put me on.
Alright.
Hi, Grandad, how you doing?
Pretty good, mate.
Nice to see you.
You?
Yeah, not too bad.
Right now, and Randy, we could have a new champion right now.
Conversation soon turns to wrestling.
Was it a big deal, wrestling in
It was
Britain?
well supported.
You had more
Winter
people.
Gardens at Midland was
The
really
fact that
big.
more people watched World of Sport for the wrestling than the FA Cup final. Yeah, even the Queen was supposedly like wrestling. In fact, Dad's dad had to give up watching wrestling because he had angina, and Grandad was really into that, and he was told by the doctors to give it up because it affected his ticker.
If I were to tell you that I wanted to be a wrestler,
And you want our honest opinion?
I can
Is that the
suggest
only
the
thing
name
you-
of a good shrink.
And is that the only thing you can think of?
yeah,
Spend your
it's
life
pretty.
on?
Yeah, to be.
Well, I would say to you, you're at the beginning of your life, and quite honestly, to be thrown out of the ring and your back might get damaged or anything like that, and you could be, penalised for life,
Yeah.
damaged for life, and I would like to see you do something different. And that's my honest opinion. What does your mother think of this?
Well, she didn't want to come today. I don't think
I
she's
can
very
imagine
happy
your
about
mother's thinking very much like I'm thinking. Is it a dream worth taking? Quite honestly, I think there's a lot of other things you could do more sensibly.
it. What do you think about me doing it?
The thing about you do it, my initial reaction is ha ha ha, but in the back of my mind, I also think like your mum, and perhaps I'm wrong to think it's funny, because if you end up getting hurt, that's the thing I'm going to remember is, oh, I laughed.
See if you recognise it.
Yeah, seen them before.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you recognise them being around the house. Can you recognise the wrestler?
Yeah.
Do you recognise him?
Not by name, no.
That's the giant Paul White. He's known as the Big Show now. That's Psycho Sid Vicious, Billy Gunn. The Rock.
Your name's Monty or something like that.
Monty.
His face is too small.
He's alive though.
Really? But these all dead?
But
Maybe
the
one or two
recent
then.
ones, if you go back in some of the other bins, you're going to find 10 that aren't alive.
Yeah.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam's dead.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit silly now after I used to go watching it. But I wasn't watching Kith and Kin, was I?
No.
This, I think, is the thing. I just don't want to see your life messed up. No way do I.
I'm going to be meeting my friend Dan Smith here, who I haven't seen in probably 8-9 years. And up in that corner, we used to play wrestle, and every break time, instead of playing football or something like that. And speaking of the devil. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Nice to see you. How you been?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Just saying about how we would go to that corner every middles, and like everybody else would be football or handball or something that wasn't wrestling, and then you and I would...
Kind of like the geeks of the classroom.
Obviously, when we were well behaved, we'd be allowed out here. Yeah, what do you remember from...
Oh, where do I start? We used to have our own sort of like wrestling faction and stuff like this. I think we had about 10 or 15 guys, all of us sort of like grouped together and sort of have our own sort of faction. I think it was the Swanmore Wrestling, Federation or something like that. I think I came up with.
It's even between lessons, we were always trying to further storylines and stuff like that. So if we saw each other in the corridor, it would be like that, and trying to get kind of a bit of hype.
A quick low blow or something like that, and then running off or something.
Were we ever warned? I don't remember being told not to do it.
I actually got a detention once for throwing a fake punch at a friend.
Really?
I got a detention, and I was pretty upset about it, because obviously I didn't touch the guy, and yet apparently there was rules about not wrestling.
But do you think it was a bad influence?
I think I turned out alright.
Yeah.
After his time on the Isle of Wight, Adam is returning to his home in Winchester.
Seeing Nan say that stuff, she wasn't being especially subtle. She specifically told me don't do it. So I'm still going to do it.
In 30 days, Adam Pacitti will wrestle in a 10-man, over-the-top rope wrestling rumble match in front of a live crowd in Bournemouth's Pavilion Theatre. He starts by meeting Anna Bateman, who will act as his nutritionist for the next month.
Basically, I am training to be a professional wrestler, like Hulk Hogan or The Rock or The Big Show. And I've been told that what I'm eating at the moment isn't going to help me put muscle on, so I need a kind of new plan, and which is why I'll come to you.
When you're trying to build muscle in your body, you need to eat very early in the morning, before training and after training. So it's important, because you're using a lot of calories and a lot of energy, you need to replace it so that your body can recover and your body can also build muscle. Probably need to be having around 4,000 calories a day.
4,000 calories a day?
Yes, if you're
but
training
not pizza.
hard.
Next, Adam visits nurse Sally Arnott, who will assess his capability to compete in the ring.
So, Adam, what's your surname?
It's Pacitti. It's Pacitti.
Just a few health-orientated questions. Do you have asthma?
I don't know.
No. Do you have diabetes?
No.
Do you have epilepsy?
No.
Do you have any allergies?
White face paint.
White face paint. Okay. Have you ever had any head injury in the past at all?
No, I don't think so. I've got a large head. It's bigger than normal. I can't wear hats and stuff. But I don't know if that's going to be...
How tall are you?
6'4".
You are tall, aren't you? Mm. Bearing in mind you've got these 9 guys wrestling you in this ring in a month, you need to build yourself up.
Yeah.
Because with respect, there's not a great deal of you.
No.
For your height. You'd be wearing a head helmet?
No.
No. No.
Jogging bottoms and trainers.
For the match, you'll be wearing...
For the match, I'll probably wear knee pads and pants.
I wish you luck.
It's day 1, and the crew surprise Adam, who begins his training with an early morning run.
Come on. I wasn't expecting you, as you know. $6.24. Starting one morning with a protein-rich egg cup. I don't know what to call it. 3 eggs to give me Do me protein in the morning, I guess. Oh. Okay. Oh, fuck it. Okay. Piece of cake.
It's really cold.
Oh, those eggs.
Adam is on his way to Exeter, where he will begin his wrestling training.
I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing today. I just assume it's like basic stuff, suplexes and DDTs and stuff. I'm not sure. If I'm injured in the process, like during training, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think any normal, like a proper wrestler, would probably just work through it. So unless I break my neck, I'll just deal with it.
In Exeter, Adam waits for his mentor, a professional wrestler known as the UK Dominator, who was soon offering to teach Adam how to take his first wrestling move.
Have you ever took a strop yet?
No.
No? Well, then tell you what, let's do you one tonight.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Take a chop tonight, sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm up for that.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Also needs to take a few chops.
You said one shot.
Okay.
You said I can take a shot.
No. So we go from Ed to Chris to Josh, and then the real chops come in with me and Don.
Okay. You saying okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, we'll see how it goes.
It's on camera. It's on camera. You can't
we'll see how it goes throughout the night.
Adam isn't the only first-time trainee tonight.
So your dreams to be WWE?
Yeah, it's just... Oh, yeah, I've just always wanted to like wrestle. It's just like, oh, I've always wanted to do it.
Yeah. Is this your son's first time? I assume he's your son.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, it's
This is his first time?
the first time, yeah. He's
Okay.
wanting to do this for 2-3 years.
What do you think about it?
I think it's brilliant.
Do you watch wrestling yourself?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Big fan.
So you're not worried about injury or?
No, because I know they're going to teach him right. They're going to teach him, you know, the right forms, the right moves. If he does injure himself, then, you know, he's a big boy.
So what do you think we're going to be doing today? Yeah.
What I want to learn is just like the basics, like how to pull,
taking bumps,
yeah,
taking rolls. Cool.
Go. Catch up ball a little bit better. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Why is cardio so important? Why is cardio so important?
Tell you what, let's show you. Jump in the ring. Go on, in the ring. You've asked the question, let's show you. John, in the ring with him. Leave it down. Jump him up. Don't you go, let John do it for you. So get your hand on top of the rope. There you go. Over. Get on that. You dropped 20 press ups. 20 press ups. You can do it. So far, right? So far, all I've ever heard from you is I can't do this and I can't do that. You want to do this, you're going to do 20 press ups. So let's do 20 press ups. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to see us shaking up your head. 4, 5, 17, 18, 19, 20. You get it?
It's now time for Adam to receive his first chop.
This is going to be a little one. Don't move.
Okay.
Okay?
Do that.
A little bit harder. Okay? You okay? A little bit harder. Happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, there's not going to be a real one. I'm not going to give you a real one just yet. A little bit harder.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Oh!
Can you get a space?
Closer, get right closer.
That was right. Ready for the real one?
Oh, fuck. That was the real one.
No.
I'm going to do it.
Just it gets worse.
I said ready for the real one.
I can see your fingers.
Yeah, no, that's
I can't.
stop it.
Look, seriously, when you jump into a rumble, right, full of veterans, you'll
You're
get
gonna
twice
get
as hard what Don got you. Seriously, I've come out of rumbles bleeding, my chest actually pissing with blood.
Yeah.
Right, go on, take one real one, and then
That was a real one.
No, honestly, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, if it's... Listen to me, if you're at Premier, there's going to be people like Chris Kane who chop harder than Don.
No.
Make it worse,
Right, take a real one, and that'll be your last one.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do this.
Come on, you can do this.
Come on.
Go on.
Give me one of that again. Look, I'm...
One of them again, okay. I'll give you one of them.
No, you're not going to. Can I take it off someone else?
No, you can. Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't we get one of the boys to hold your arm so you can't fling?
No, we'll do it.
You okay?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Let's fucking do it. Come on.
You sure?
Yeah, come on. Come on.
Oh! Fuck! Fair play.
Right, there you go. Well done.
Oh.
No. Well done.
Thank you.
You're well done. Good man.
Oh, cheers.
Good man. Well done.
Well done. You took
appreciate
that
it.
like, you took like a man. Go on.
It's the end of Adam's first training session, but for 14-year-old Ben, it seems to be his last.
It's like this poor little kid that came in tonight. That door's seen many a kid like that walk through, think he wants to be a wrestler, see how it's done, and walks back out again because he can't handle it. So, yeah, we won't see him again now. You know what I mean? It's a shame because he was a nice little kid, but that's what wrestling's all about. It's hard. It's a hard job. If you aren't hard, you're out the door. Simple as that. And it's certainly not for the money. Let's put it that way. You know, when you laugh at some of the places you go to, they say, "Oh, 20 quid, all right." Fuck off! I just killed myself in that bloody ring for your 20 quid. You know what I mean? It's.
I think the most I've ever been paid for a show was like £40, but I had to do 3 matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most I've ever been paid for one show is 300.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. But then every wrestler needs a good woman because you're always on the road. My missus has put up with a lot of shit in the years, you know what I mean? And she's backed me every way. You know what I mean? What woman would allow you to come up here till what times and they'll be at work all day and she's sitting home with the kids. I can go away for a whole week on tour and I come home and and I still get my cup of tea brought to me, sat down and you know what I mean? So don't don't expect to have a family. I wouldn't advise having a family if you're going to be a wrestler.
Back in Winchester, Adam continues his training outside of the ring.
Good morning, you alright?
Morning.
After 1 week, Adam is already starting to show improvement.
Trying to do when I'm going for my jogs is carry this with me, which is 2 5-kilo dumbbells in my bag.
This is the first time I've had a protein.
I have them before I do this because after a workout it's important to cool down, so I generally just pour it in my lap. In fact, I can show you something. My dad sent me this, which I'd forgotten about. Sent me this through the post. It's my GCSE chemistry book. And he sent it to me, he didn't say anything with it, and I was just kind of, why have you sent me this? And then, right in the back, on the back page, is AJ Hazard, which is my wrestling name. A grammatically incorrect catchphrase, the best ever in the world. And I can only assume, I don't remember, to be honest. That's the WWF logo. And there's I in front of it, and I've got a feeling that stood for Isle of Wight Wrestling Federation. And that's me with aviator shades on, a six-pack, and breasts. And that's what I'm going to become.
Adam heads to the gym, where he runs 5 kilometres for the first time.
Just give me a minute.
You alright, Adam?
You alright?
Back in Exeter, and Adam is starting his second training session. He is now learning the basics of wrestling and his first offensive manoeuvre. Adam must apply what he has learned so far when he is challenged to a grapple by fellow trainee Lord Dyerson.
Am I really this bad? Oh. Do I have to be crap in everything in life? Oh, God, my arm. Adam, you're more like a pussy than a pussy, mate. That's it, Ed. Keep dancing it. You're going to have to put a bit of effort into it, Adam. Come on. You're like my missus in bed. Shit. Come on. It just lies there.
Defeated, Adam's punishment is to prove himself by running the ropes for 3 minutes.
2, 1, go. Good man. Keep at that pace. Just to make it worse, you do that in 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Come on, don't give up. Good. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Stop. Well done. Breathe. Perfect, Willie. Good man. Good man. Breathe. Right. That's it.
Hulkamania.
With less than 2 weeks until his match, Adam is doing anything he can to look more like a wrestler.
Well, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, they weren't as pasty as I am. So the idea is get a tan and you automatically look more ripped.
Are you worried that this is going to be perceived as a bit more pansy than actually masculine?
No. Do I need to clean it?
How's that?
It hasn't worked, has it?
Adam has decided he wants to be a heel, one of wrestling's bad guys. He asks the UK Dominator, a heel himself, for advice.
What's the best way to rile up an audience while I'm in there? If I'm playing a comedy band?
I tend to choose a few things. Like if there's a kid there and there's a parent there, and I say to him, "Is that your mother?" And if he says, yeah, it is, well, I say, well, just as bloody ugly as her. Yeah? Or, you know what I mean? Or, hey, there's the Milky Bar kid.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? How's it going, ears? Yeah?
So I've got to keep it family friendly, but also keep them.
Pick something there. You know what I mean? If there's a fat bird there, you know what I mean? Just turn around and say, how's the Mars bars?
It's Adam's last training session, and in the event of him losing his match, he needs to know how to fall out of the ring safely.
When you're doing it, you're grabbing the rope, hit that over, grab it. 1, 4. So as you go, grab, push. You need to push that right now. When you get from that point, push. That's where you're okay?
Yep.
Push is okay, John, please.
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's where you've got to make sure that you've got most of your weight. Got most of your weight on your hands. Yeah. At that point, when
This is when he's knocked his knees on the apron. This is why you wear pads, to prevent injury.
You rest the lads. Grab them by the neck. Scuff them out. So what you're going to do is you kind of come in. You're going to take them. Right, so really, when you see you taking them really hard. Grab them. Please volunteer. I've got a bit of bad news for you. You cannot call that an injury.
No, it's not. It's beyond that. It's beyond that.
Right, back in, Chris. Back in. Let me see that there. When you get kicked out of the top rope, I want to see you coming out. I want to see you land on your feet.
Determined, Adam decides to continue training.
Good. Right, now what I want you to do. Feet. See where your angles, you're coming down with your elbows. Watch Josh. Josh, I can't do another one there. Watch Josh as he comes down. So he's leaving it right to the front. Start from the beginning. Josh, turn your knees. That's it, right. Take 5 seconds.
Okay.
Back on your look on it. You know what I mean? I've had black eyes, I've had bust noses, all because I stiffed my boss, you know what I mean? I've had to do 100 press-ups because I've done something wrong. I looked at him wrong way, or, you know what I mean? It's down, the business is built on respect, yeah? It's like being in a gang, isn't it? Yeah? You think if you want to be in a gang, you have to do these things, you get beat up, don't you? Well, this is like being in a gang, you have to prove that you're worthy of being a wrestler.
Do you think I could do this?
Well, you sliced it to the end.
How old are you?
22.
22, of course you can do this. You know what I mean? You've got to train hard for it. You know what I mean? There's no point coming in and saying, well, I can do a few bumps and I can do a few of this and a few of that. You've got to train. You've got to be, and you have done 110% tonight. You've put everything you've had, you've done it. You know what I mean? Okay, you ballsed yourself up with the leg, but you got back in and come to the end of it, you done it. You finished it. You know what I mean? So, you know, give you your due, you didn't back off, you didn't sit there soaking your ass off saying, I can't do it, I've got a sore leg. Yeah? You were back in there. You've got to pay your dues, yeah? Earning it is a hard thing in wrestling. I've got friends in Doncaster, Glasgow, North bloody Wales, South Wales, and any one of them need my help, then I'm on the next bloody dual carriageway getting to them. You know what I mean? I don't care where you are, mate. You know what I mean? You're a wrestler. You know what I mean? You're a mate. That's what it's about, isn't it? You know what I mean? If I needed John tomorrow, John would be down here. You know what I mean? I needed Chris, I needed Josh, any one of them. Even if it means Josh getting his head kicked in, he'd be there with he'd be by my side. It doesn't matter who you are, you're there. You know what I mean? You don't, and if you're not, you ain't part of it really, are you? You know what I mean? It's like old Adam there, you know what I mean? Adam's part of us now. You know, if he ever needs us, the phone's there, just pick it up, we're there for him.
With his final training session over, Adam reflects on his time in Exeter.
I'm feeling pretty beat up, to be honest. But at the same time, you know, when we went in there, I thought the journey back was going to be me saying, "Oh, that was really painful, blah blah blah," and I don't want to do it anymore. Like, there was part of me that honestly thought that, but the way that the UK Dominator, Dom, spoke at the end and saying, you know, I'm part of the family now. I really want to do this. I really, really want to do this.
With his match now 3 days away, Adam is putting the finishing touches to his image. Adam attends a wrestling show in Worthing to help set up the ring.
Well, yeah, the thing is, I think people assume that the ring is going to be somewhat soft or it's going to be padded enough to break a fall, but if you can see from the construction of the ring, it's quite literally iron girders, wooden boards, and then that's all that you get to soften the blow and to kind of break it full. And another thing, I think people assume that the ropes are going to be elastic and they just spring you off. They're not. You can see from the construction of the rope, it's quite literally rope covered in tape. There's nothing especially soft about this ring, so for people to think otherwise, it's just stupid.
You're allowed anywhere near it.
So what's the difference with Premier Promotions?
I've been going 25 years. That's the difference.
You know what you're doing?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. And I think I treat the business with a bit of respect. But you can't. A lot of people think it's easy, and it's not easy.
Why do you do it? Why do you?
Because I enjoy doing it. I mean, it's. I had a career. I've retired. I mean, this has never been my career. It's never been my business. I've never relied on this to earn a living. If you did 60 seconds to 2 minutes in the ring with one other wrestler before we bring the rest of the guys in for the Rumble, I could actually introduce you and say, this is, if you've read your programmes, this is Adam, right, who's going to take part in the Rumble tonight, you know, and they'll all cheer you and give you a round of applause or something, you know. And then if you want to come in the ring and say, well, you know, that's all very well, I'm pleased I'm here, but, you know, I don't know what you're cheering for, because, you know...
That'd be brilliant. If I could cut a promo in the ring
if you want to do that, and we'll do that.
And then I could come in at any point.
Well, yeah, I still think it would be better if you come in.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with that.
The day of Adam's match has come as he heads to sunny Bournemouth, where he later will make his professional wrestling debut.
Today is the debut of AJ Hazard for Premier Promotions. For the first time I'm actually quite nervous now. It's got to the point that there are so many people that if I don't go through the curtain tonight, that I'd be let down. Not just my dad, but John, the promoter. That's the difficult bit anyway. We know what's going to happen in the ring to an extent. I know I'm going to be coming in first to the Rumble, and I know I'm going to be facing a certain big bloke. But other than that, I'm going to have to wait and see.
The theatre is filling up with a crowd of excited fans as Adam prepares himself backstage.
My dad was a wrestler, I think he used to teach me. So he used to go to the gym. When he come home from the gym, he taught me what he'd learned.
Yeah.
My first professional town show, I was 14.
You don't have to like that. How old are you?
51.
51. Yeah. Are you the oldest guy on John's roster, I guess?
I think I am now, yeah. I think I am about the oldest one now. If I pushed myself, I probably could do more wrestling than what I do, but it gets hard as you get older. People said to me, they'd seen me wrestling on the off chance, didn't know you was a wrestler? See, you're completely different now. And they just,
How do they see you? What do they mean by that?
I don't know what they mean. They just, this girl was right and centre, they come to see me down there and they says, we didn't know you wrestled. We just see you in a completely different light now. You're just a totally different person to what we thought you were.
Refreshments available, of course, from the bar, and I do believe if he is around, I was going to introduce you to a gentleman by the name of Adam Pacitti. If you've looked at your programme this evening, you will see what he is all about. He is going to be part of our American Rumble this evening. Oh yes. This gentleman is the reason why there are some film cameras around the pavilion this evening. Yes.
Rumble winner!
First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to John and all of Premier Promotions. This guy's keeping British wrestling alive. I mean it. He deserves the respect. However, what I'm not happy about is having to perform my professional wrestling debut in Bournemouth. No, I mean it. I mean it. I am the future of British wrestling. The future of British wrestling is standing in this ring. Loser. You're the loser. You are going to see if you keep it down. I will destroy you. You are going to witness my professional wrestling debut. Sit down. As AJ Hazard, and I'm going to eliminate every man in the Rumble and win your main event tonight. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.
I've just gone out there and upset the crowd.
Have you?
Yeah. They were cheering me as well. I came out and John was saying, oh, they're doing this wrestling documentary. And I put John over and I was saying, oh, thanks for John's help. This guy's, you know, keeping British wrestling alive. And then I just said, but I'd rather my debut wasn't in Bournemouth in front of you hideous people, sort of thing. And they just went mad at me.
You're more than us.
A few people were kind of laughing just because I'm not that intimidating, obviously. But
I'll enter the Rumble at number 3. I'll help you.
Are you in at number 3?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. I'll give you a hand. Don't chop me.
We'll beat yes to them.
Fantastic.
I was up at Potter's Bar last week and I was wrestling Rushu and someone shouted out, "Ah, you're getting beaten up by an old man." And you think, it's just not the sort of thing you wanted to hear.
No, it must be quite difficult. But I think people respect experience as well. I think
that was from the crowd, from a young person in the crowd. So
yeah, I mean they're not going to know, are they?
No, but when you get out there, you become a character, and all that sort of stuff's got to just roll off your back, really. And you just got to carry on. But some of it does sort of think, oh, yeah, I'm getting a bit old. Just wish I could turn back the time and start all over again.
With his match up next, Adam takes his place behind the curtain.
will start with 2 wrestlers, one of whom will be the aforementioned Adam Pacitti. Alright? I will give you a countdown about every 60 seconds. Start of tonight's American Rumble. Thanks everybody. Well, this, ladies and gentlemen, as you will be aware, is Mr. Adam Pacitti, who I believe would like ladies and gentlemen, I believe he would like you to know him as A.J. Hazard. Is that correct? Right. So, can we have wrestler number 2, please, into the ring? Ladies and gentlemen, Yestin Reese.
With Chris Kay's arrival to the ring, Adam may have found himself a new tag team partner. However, over the next 10 minutes, Adam learns what British wrestling is really all about.
The next wrestler is Andy Simmons. Eliminated Adam Pacitti. Hang on. Carl Atlas eliminated. Chris Kay eliminated, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, fuck.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty You want to be a wrestler, eh? You want to be a wrestler? Never wrestled Chris Kay, I know that much.
Alright.
Yeah, well, mate.
Thank you. It's alright. Let's get what we can out of him.
There you go.
Cheers. Keep watching wrestling.
Adam phones his mum to let her know how his match went.
Hi Mum, how you doing? I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, no, I'm bruised. Yeah, I'm bruised, but it's all surface stuff. No, my fall out of the ring actually looked pretty good as far as I remember. Yeah, well, I was just waiting for them to get me out. To be honest, I was like. I took a slam and then I took a load of chops, took a kick to the back, that hurt, and then I was just waiting for them to throw me out. I was just kind of saying, one that I heard him say, "Oh, have you had enough?" I'm like, yeah, get me out. All right, love you too. All right, bye.
With Adam's journey over, the crew returned to Winchester to ask him about his experience.
I knew when I started that it was going to be difficult, but I actually feel like I've made friends, and there are people that I'm going to keep in contact with for years to come. Being in the ring, and I went out, and my goal was to make the crowd hate me. The idea of wrestling is to make the audience, the paying customer, want to see one guy beat another guy, and I was the guy that they wanted to see be mauled. It was perfect. I knew Nan wasn't going to want to watch the footage, I knew Grandad wasn't going to watch the footage, Mum certainly wouldn't. But the one person that I was kind of doing this for the whole time was my dad, and I said to him on the phone, I'll make sure that you can see the match, and he said that he didn't want to watch it, which, considering he loves wrestling, is crazy, because you just think, oh, he wants any chance to watch wrestling, especially as I'm in it. But it's the fact that I'm in it that he doesn't want to see me. Like, he's my dad, and I guess I didn't really think about that. There is nothing fake about wrestling. Just the pain that these guys go through, and with the slimmest chance of getting to the top. And there was so much passion there, from John, the owner of Premier Promotions, the guy who books the matches, to the wrestlers themselves. As long as you've got that, what's to say that in 10 years' time I'm not going to be the one that's keeping British wrestling alive in my own way by going out and entertaining fans. I want to be a wrestler. That's what I want to do now. So.
And hey, heard you read another book. Should I take another look? Who am I?
The future of British wrestling. AJ Hazard.
Without you, hey, could you stand another drink? I'm better when I don't think. Seems to get me through. say, do you wanna spin another line like we had a good time? Not that I need proof. Swell, we're living in a hotel. Someone's ringing my bell in a room without a view. Hey, heard you read another book. Should I take another look? Who am I without